All right, Lewis. Which city are you in today? Thank you for joining us. And
St. Louis, Missouri.
okay, cool. And when did you join our program?
About 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Now, have you attended these strategy sessions for the different modules with the different traders?
Yes.
Okay. And which trader did you think did a good job in those strategy sessions?
Um, Mike did a pretty good job.
Michael DeCampora.
Yes.
So, what did you like
Very
about
basic.
what did you like about him?
Very. Wasn't too analytical. It was very meat and potatoes kind of. Here it is in your face, and it was broken out to the style to where even if you haven't traded, everyone's understanding it.
Okay. So I'm glad you like that. Now, trading is a tough business. What really interests you about trading? I mean, is it the money, the lifestyle? What is it
Um,
that?
I like the fact that trading it opens your mind to more than the hamster wheel of life. Just go to work, come home, go to work, come home. By the end of the day, what did you really accomplish? So, and it's also it's undoubtedly the only way to financial freedom. That's hands down.
Right. Okay. Now, tell me about your own trading. How long have you been trading?
I've been trading for about 3 years.
Okay. And what kind of trading style do you have? Spend a few minutes and tell me about, your whatever you have developed. Of course, if you feel something secretive, you don't have to share that. But by all means, tell us what you have.
No, I have a basic traditional tech analysis of the the real basics to dumb it down is support and resistance mainly. But when I dig a little more into it, I use fib extensions, fib retracements, Elliott wave theory, wave counting, fib time zones, and when you start getting into the chop.
Okay. Now, do you
But
always
yeah, that's mainly my style is support and resistance.
okay? And do you always sit in front of your screen trading, or how many hours do you do?
Yeah, I usually sit in my screen from about 30 minutes till about 30 minutes before the bell, and normally I switch strategies throughout the day, so I don't touch anything for about the first hour of trading to let the ranges kind of sit in, because you can go ahead and get into a bull trap or a bear trap, trying to chase something that's running because it's volatile with people coming off in the first few minutes, and then the guys coming in 15 minutes later to go ahead and pick up the jump. You just want a range to establish, see if it's holding that line, and then you want to go ahead and get in.
So I take from those comments that you do not hold positions overnight, right? You're strictly intraday.
I do positions. I do daily trading, and I do a lot of swing trading.
So what is the longest trade you typically hold? Is there a time limit on
Well, the
that?
longest, depending on how long it took, for example, if something is, let's say some news came out and destroyed the stock, a good example would be Q-Core. That thing went from $50 to $18. I waited for the consolidation to come in. It was holding a good level. I decided the risk to reward was beautiful on it. So I was in that trade. I actually just got out of it today, but I was in that trade, bought it at $18 about 10 days ago, and sold off at 26.
Wow,
So
that's a good one.
that was a good little trade right there. But the average is about the longest swing trade I'm usually in is about 2 weeks.
Okay, okay. Now, what is it about our program that you find attractive? Why did you join us?
Mainly to go ahead and learn from others. I trade by myself, and unfortunately, a lot of people aren't versed to trading. So you try to explain it to them, and a lot of people these days think it's too much risk due to what happened with the crash. So you'll get a lot of people who just hoard their money, and they're not real risk takers. Which I mean, unfortunately, you have to be in this business. I'm not saying go out and do one for ones all day, but go ahead and stick your neck out there, see if you make it. If you don't, you tried. If you did, you get rewarded. So I just wanted to learn from the people, see what their strategies are. Obviously, you don't get any better doing anything by yourself. It's always a community. So that's mainly what I I wanted to do is see if I could go ahead and enhance my trade some more, especially my daily strategies, because I'm not, I have a very high risk tolerance for, I have a high risk tolerance for swing trades, so they could go against me as long as my support lines aren't broken. I'll hold. With daily trading, it's kind of it's very emotional. It's too volatile.
Okay, okay. Now, are you participating in the current test?
Yes.
Okay. Did you understand the rules of the test and everything pertaining to that?
Uh, Kind of, sort of, but not the full picture.
Such as?
Such as like we're learning in class, it's like and on the views on the notes it was saying that go for 2-to-1s and well, they were saying go for that later, but then it was like, oh, go for 1-for-1 now, and no scalping. And so with the way it was going, if I was up my strategy to it, I would have bought on that support line that was just on, and I would have still been holding it. But since it was like you're not holding positions overnight, you need to dump. So now I'm trying to find entries, and I've been getting burnt, but it's all learning.
Okay. Okay. So we're on day 3 of the test, as you know today. How have you performed so far?
As of right now, I'm broke even.
Okay. Okay. And how many hours have you been trading for the test?
I've been trading off and on. Usually I'll trade about 4 hours. Yeah, about 4 hours during the day, and then I'll check what's going on in the after hours, see if there's any movement. After 4, 5, 6 o'clock, see when the other markets open, see if those are moving anything. And if there's any movement when Joe opens or when Europe opens, I'll go ahead and jump in.
Okay. Now, how would you say you have benefited from the strategy sessions and the test so far?
Oh, it helped my personal strategy a lot because it's given me more. I trade options. I trade options mainly than I'll buy a stock. And the reason why is just because you can get a way higher percentage just for a fraction of the price. So what I've noticed sometimes with my options, will buy out, and I would do my calculations. Sometimes when I'll buy support, I would get stuck in consolidation. At the time to keep me up a little bit, but majority of the time I'll end up coming out. With the program and the way it's with the higher highs and the higher lows, it gives me that confirmation to where it's like, hey, this thing is running, you need to get in. So
right.
With the strategies on the daily, with the daily trading, it has enhanced my my trades a lot.
Okay. And thank you so much for that. And just to close this interview, if you have any message or any other thing that you would like to say to the other people, is there anything you want to say?
One thing I want to say is, keep it up. Don't quit. Don't get discouraged because you're not making money. Don't let the emotion get to you. Just keep trying. Anything you do, you'll get better at. So it's
And I think that's the hardest part for people is
good money.
Right, and you're right because getting emotional is the hardest thing to do in this business. I mean, not to get emotional, that's.
Yeah, well, people are so linked to money. You're indoctrinated. To go to school, go to college, make money, and they everything is money. So the downside is when you're losing it, you feel like you're gonna die. It's the thing that keeps you alive.
Right.
Yeah, you don't learn any different until loss of money. You realize everything's still okay. And it also gives you other avenues of approach. To go and enhance your wealth. With trading, you'll start thinking, what if I bought real estate? I want to open a business. It opens a gateway to so many different ideas. So.
Right.
It's just trading is one of those things. It's like the gateway to bigger and better things.
Okay, Louis, thank you so much for that, and I appreciate your time.